Hey guys, this is CJ Strada and welcome to my channel. So today is not gonna be a travel vlog because I haven't really traveled this weekend, so I don't have anything to post about travel. So to make it up to you for this week, I'm gonna be sharing to you some tips on trekking, especially for beginners. So here are 7 trekking tips for beginners. Number 1, research, plan, and prepare. Especially for beginners or to all trekkers, that we have to research and plan the mountain that we are going to. Especially if you're new to this place, if you have no idea of what or when or whatever is needed for that, you don't want to have accidents or wrong itinerary, or you know that you don't want to mess up your schedule or your expenses because you haven't planned or you haven't expected that. For example, you haven't expected that there's an entrance fee of 100 pesos for that mountain, so you don't have the exact budget for that. So yeah, especially for beginners, you have to research on the difficulty of that mountain. So for you, especially if you're a newbie or if you don't have any experience in trekking, this is a very helpful tip for you. Tip number 2, pack light. Bring necessary things only. Do not overpack or do not underpack. Just bring the exact things that you need to bring. First and foremost, your necessary materials or your basic hygiene. What else? Your clothing. Just prepare clothes that's good for like how many days you're going to trek. Let's say for example an overnight, so just need to change once. Just bring enough clothes. Do not bring a lot of clothes unless you are planning to go to a waterfall or beach after your trek that you need to change clothes. Then of course your gadgets, chargers, power banks, and then some trekking tools or trekking equipment such as or burner, cook set, tent if you have one, sleeping bag. What else? Headlamp, especially if you're spending the night at the camp area, so you need light. If you don't have one, you can use flashlight of your phones, but that would be difficult because you have to bring your phone everywhere you go. Unlike headlamps that is just put it in your head and then you can go wherever you want to go or can do whatever you want to do. And then especially for trekking, make your hands free from anything, so you don't have to bring any plastic bag or you don't have to bring anything with your hands, especially if the trail has some minor rock climb, so you have to use your hand to grab the rocks and do your thing. And then it's more convenient to trek without anything in your hands because you don't have to bring anything with your hands. You just have to put it in your backpack. Yep. Tip number 3, wear your most comfortable outfit. Do not wear jeans, especially that is tight. Wear trekking shorts or trekking pants, or if you don't have that one, you can wear jogging pants. And then do not wear sandals, especially for girls. Sandals that has heels. Why would you trek if you have high heels on, right? Trekking could be an extreme activity, so you have to be prepared, especially for your clothes. Wear light clothes, just making yourself comfortable throughout the entire journey. You can wear trekking sandals, trekking shoes, but if you don't have that one, because that might be expensive, you can use a rubber shoes. Rubber shoes, that's for sports. Do not wear sneakers because that might hurt your ankle or your toes. So yeah. Tip number 4. Always bring enough water. So in my case, I drink a lot of water. I bring 2 to 4 liters, depends on the longevity of the trail. So in case that the trek would be 4 to 5 hours, I always bring 4 liters or 3 liters at least. So here's one good tip. You can try out jogging or hiking within your vicinity and then observe if you get thirsty immediately. So if yes, you get to drink a little water, so you don't have to consume all your water directly. Trekking with a heavy tummy would be difficult because it would make your body heavy. If you feel light, that's better. and then you can survive throughout the journey. And then of course bring trail food, because sometimes you don't get to eat along the trail. Sometimes you get hungry, especially while walking, because granting that trekking is an extreme exercise. It's better that you have snacks. Trail foods are sweet, should be sweet or salty. Salty for muscle cramps, sweet for you to get some energy. My favorite trail snack is HNY Taro Jelly Ace. I love it, but it's not sponsored. Tip number 5. Waterproof your things, especially for rainy seasons, so you don't want to get your things soaked into rain, especially your gadgets. I know your gadgets are precious like mine. I have a camera, I have my phone, I have power banks, I have microphone, name it. And also have an action cam. So I don't want my camera obviously to be soaked in wet, because it's expensive, and this is my gift from Christmas or for my birthday last year. And so waterproof your things. If you don't have a bag that has a rain cover, you can use trash bags. Put it inside the bag and then put your things inside the trash bag, inside your bag. And then you can also use Ziplocs, or if you have boxes, you can use that for your gadgets. Tip number 6. Always bring basic medications or first aid kit, especially for groups that doesn't have a dedicated person for medical supplies. So bring at least a paracetamol, allopurinol, especially for those people who tend to get a loose bowel movement easily. #Diet Chronicles. So for those who have allergies, and then basically bring your medications, or bring medicines or first aid kit, just to be prepared of anything that might happen along the trail or during your camp. Okay? Tip number 7. Well, last tip, but definitely not the least, and one of the most important tips that I will give you. And you should remember this and keep this in mind. #leave no trace. Kill nothing but time, take nothing but pictures, leave nothing but footprints. So always take care of your trashes. Do not leave them at the campsite or basically anywhere. Take them and bring them along with you and throw it in the proper garbage can after your trek. It's important to think that do not ever leave your trashes behind. Okay? So those are 7 simple tips for beginners if you want to trek this summer. There's still a lot of things to learn in trekking that can be learned while you are on trail. Remember that every journey is exciting, especially if you get to enjoy the adrenaline, the view of the mountain, of course the friends with you, sharing the struggles of the trail, and you get to share some stories. You get to bond more with your friends. You get to explore more of their side, and of course you get to be with nature, which is one of the best thing you can get in trekking. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and always keep in mind the things and tips that I've gave you, especially the last tip. So don't forget to hit like and subscribe, share,